Have you ever wondered who really shaped the internet as we know it today? While a few famous names get all the credit, there's a powerful story of a woman whose contributions were overlooked, minimized, and nearly erased from history. In this video, I'm going to reveal the story of the Black woman behind key foundations of the internet, why her work mattered so much, and how history almost forgot her role entirely. This isn't just a tech story. It's a story about innovation, injustice, and recognition long overdue. Before we jump in, if you enjoy uncovering hidden history, untold stories, and the people who truly changed the world, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss future videos. The hidden mathematician. Dr. Gladys West was born in 1930 in rural Virginia, where her family worked on farms. She grew up in an era when opportunities for Black women were severely limited, especially in science and technology. But Gladys was brilliant, and she knew education was her way out. She became valedictorian of her high school and earned a scholarship to Virginia State College, where she studied mathematics. In 1956, she became only the second Black woman ever hired at the Naval Proving Ground in Virginia, a military base focused on weapons and technology development. This was during segregation, in a field dominated by white men. The odds were stacked against her, but she was just getting started. Creating the technology we use every day. At the naval base, Dr. West worked as a mathematician and programmer, analyzing satellite data. Her job was to study the Earth's shape and gravitational field using complex algorithms and computer models. This might sound abstract, but her work was revolutionary. She collected data from satellites orbiting Earth and used advanced mathematics to create incredibly precise models of the planet's shape. These models became the foundation for what we now know as GPS, the Global Positioning System. Without her calculations, your phone couldn't tell you where you are, ships couldn't navigate oceans accurately, and pilots couldn't fly planes with precision. Dr. West was programming computers and solving equations that would eventually touch billions of lives, yet almost no one knew her name. Why her story was erased? For decades, Dr. West's contributions went unrecognized. She worked behind the scenes in classified military projects, so her name never appeared in public records or media coverage. Even after GPS became a household technology in the 1990s and 2000s, the narrative focused on military leaders and male scientists. Black women in STEM have historically faced a double burden of discrimination based on both race and gender. Their achievements were often credited to others or simply forgotten. Dr. West retired in 1998 after 42 years of service, and still the world didn't know what she had done. It wasn't until 2018, when she was 87 years old, that she was finally inducted into the Air Force Space and Missile Pioneers Hall of Fame. Even then, many people had never heard of her. The legacy she left behind. Dr. Gladys West's work didn't just create GPS technology. It opened doors for future generations of women and people of color in STEM fields. Her story reminds us that innovation comes from diverse minds, and that history often overlooks the contributions of marginalized groups. Today, GPS technology is worth billions of dollars and is essential to modern life. It's used in transportation, agriculture, emergency services, military operations, and countless smartphone apps. Every time you use Google Maps, order an Uber, or check your running distance, you're benefiting from Dr. West's mathematical genius. Her legacy proves that Black women have always been pioneers, even when the world refused to see them. Other forgotten pioneers. Dr. West isn't the only Black woman whose contributions to technology were erased. Katherine Johnson, Dorothy Vaughan, and Mary Jackson were NASA mathematicians whose work was essential to the space program. But their stories remained hidden until the movie Hidden Figures brought them to light. Annie Easley was a computer scientist and mathematician at NASA who developed code for energy conversion systems and worked on the Centaur rocket project. Her contributions to battery technology and hybrid vehicles were groundbreaking. Dr. Shirley Jackson's research in theoretical physics led to inventions like caller ID, call waiting, and fiber optic cables, technologies we use every single day. These women were geniuses who shaped our modern world, yet their names were left out of textbooks and history books for generations. Why recognition matters. You might wonder why it matters to talk about who invented what, especially if the technology already exists and works. But recognition matters deeply. When we erase the contributions of Black women from history, we send a message that their work and their intelligence don't matter. We deny young Black girls the role models they need to see themselves as scientists, mathematicians, and innovators. We perpetuate a false narrative that technology and innovation are the domain of white men alone. Recognizing Dr. Gladys West and others like her isn't just about correcting history. It's about justice, representation, and inspiration for future generations. How we can honor her legacy. The most meaningful way to honor Dr. Gladys West is not only to acknowledge her achievements, but to actively ensure that her story, and the stories of others like her, are shared widely, remembered accurately, and celebrated with the recognition they deserve. Too often, the contributions of brilliant minds from underrepresented communities remain hidden or minimized, even though their work has shaped the modern world we rely on every day. By bringing these stories into the spotlight, we help correct the historical record and give credit where it is long overdue. One powerful step is to intentionally include these pioneers in school curricula, textbooks, and learning materials. When students learn about science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, they should also learn about the diverse individuals who made groundbreaking discoveries and innovations possible. Seeing role models like Dr. Gladys West helps students understand that greatness in STEM comes from many backgrounds, and that intelligence, creativity, and determination are not limited by race or gender. This representation can inspire confidence and ambition in young learners who may not otherwise see themselves reflected in these fields. In addition, we must actively support and mentor young women and people of color who are interested in STEM careers. This means creating opportunities, providing guidance, and removing barriers that have historically limited access to education and professional growth. Scholarships, mentorship programs, internships, and inclusive work environments can help ensure that talent is nurtured rather than overlooked. By doing so, we build pathways for future innovators to succeed where previous generations faced unnecessary obstacles. When you step back and look at it, stories like this remind us that progress is often built by people who never receive the credit they deserve. Remembering and sharing these contributions helps correct the narrative and honor real innovation. I'd love to know, were you aware of her story before watching this? Share your thoughts in the comments. Conversations like these help keep important history alive. If this video helped shine light on a story that should never have been erased, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who values truth, history, and overlooked pioneers. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.